What's up, people? It's your boy Jatwan. I'm here today in Kerbal Space Program. Now, Jeb and I today are going to show you how we can play the full version, modded, everything, even 1.4 on our living room TV from the comfort of our living room couch, because there's the PS4 version, there's the Xbox One version. None of those let you mod, and they're usually a bit behind. But we can actually play the latest version. So we are going to go ahead and show you how you can do that in the living room from the comfort of your living room. You may need a little Bluetooth going on, but hey, it's okay. We're going to show you how to do this. And it don't cost too much usually. Well, if you want to get really classy, it may cost a bit much, but you can do it for the cheap. Okay, so we are here with Jeb, and we're in my living room currently. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kick on this app right here called Moonlight Game Streaming. I currently have Moonlight Game Streaming installed on my Fire TV over here, which is a little dusty, but this is going to allow me to play games from my computer over to here. So let's go ahead and turn that on. So we're going to need NVIDIA Game Stream for this, and you see right here I already have this installed. We're going to go ahead and delete it. So this one's going to start searching for PCs with Game Stream running. So I have to ensure that in my GeForce Experience Shield settings that I have Game Stream currently running, and I can show you that in a bit. It is currently running for me. So what this is going to do is it's going to search until it finds it, and it's on the same network. I currently have a router that is dual band. So it's going to utilize both those bands in order to give me a better streaming performance. So this is a very nice way to lazily be able to game while sitting in my living room. Hey Poochie. Night Poochie. So we are back to the gaming station, and you can see here that yes, this is actually going on live time. So let's go ahead and move this out of the way. And we're going to go over to our NVIDIA Experience. So here is GeForce Experience, and currently it is open. So what we need to do is go from here, and we need to jump over to our settings. So let's go here, and we need to go to Shield. And you can see we're currently not VR ready. This is sad, but we're taking care of that. I have a new processor coming, so I should be ready to go here soon. But I am Game Stream ready. And I have a dual band router, so lucky me. So let's go over to Shield and make sure that everything's good to go. We can hit remove all Shield devices if we need to. We just need to ensure that Game Stream is currently on and ready to go. So with that going, let's jump back to the living room. Alright, so as you can see now, it has gone ahead and it found Jatwa PC, which is my computer that I have back in the computer room. So we're going to go ahead and check the settings for this. And what we're going to do is ensure that we have our frames per second set appropriately. Now, I'm looking for more of a smooth gaming performance, so I'm going to keep it to 720 over 60 frames per second. I can push it to 1080p over 30 frames per second if I wanted, and I haven't had any real trouble with that. You see here, we're currently at 10,000 kilobits per second. We'll leave that right there for now. And we are going to stretch the video to full screen. We have enabled the ability to have the 5.1 surround sound, multiple controllers, 360 controllers, and I can override controller support if I wanted to. And I can have mouse emulation via the gamepad. There are some options to optimize the game setting. I am letting GFE handle that. I can also play audio on my PC if I so wanted. If I have my subwoofer on, I probably will go ahead and do that so you can hear that delightfulness. But everything else is pretty good. I have tried this, never drop frames, and it has given me trouble, so I am leaving that alone. So let's jump over to Jotois PC, and now you see I need to enter in my code. So let's go ahead over to the computer and enter in this code 0652. Alright, so here we are back in the living room, and you can see here all my games are currently showing available for me to play. Now, I can either select the games that it recognized from here, which I won't do, or I can go to Steam and have full access to all my delightful library. Yes, you can see where this is going. So what I would need to do, in order for me to game comfortably, I need a keyboard. I have this very inexpensive keyboard here that is Bluetooth. It is about 20 bucks on Amazon, and it is the 1x1 Bluetooth keyboard, and the batteries are still alive. Thank you. And you can see my 1x1 is currently now connected. So this gives me the ability, because it also has a touchpad, I can actually navigate in here to my library. And hey, look what you see here. Kerbal Space Program. Let's go ahead and launch that, because you know what? This is version 1.4 that we were about to launch. Yes, that's right. And yes, that is my sadness right there. That is my sadness. This is my 1.4 modded game. So I am playing with some mods. I have Fire Spitter, Airplanes Plus, Kerbal Engineer Redux all loaded. And it is currently using also Module Manager. I can confirm those do work. And is it going to load? It's trying to load. There we go. And Kerbal Engineer Redux is going to tell me, hey, by the way, this is a bad version. Don't worry about that. It still works just fine. Now, what I've noticed with this is, beyond the fact that my screen is very dirty and dusty, is that the cursor does have a bit of a delay. So you can see that circle is where I'm currently touching. So you can see that the where I'm tapping, that circle actually is going to be chased by my cursor. I want, eventually, Moonlight Streaming should be able to follow that a bit more accurately. But for now, what I do is I ensure that wherever I'm tapping, I keep the cursor ahead of my actual touch. So we're just going to go ahead and let Module Manager do its thing as it applies patches to whatever is left. It shouldn't be too much for it to patch. And we're loading Airplanes Plus parts at the moment, so be right back. Ignore any of the dust you see. I'm sorry, I was doing work on my house. I swear. I do dust, I swear I do. So let's go ahead and start a game. And we're just going to pick up where we left off on another aircraft. So let's go ahead, hit resume save, go back to our test sandbox. One flight currently in progress. Alright, so here we are, 1.4, Kerbal Engineer Redux working. We are in the living room, and we are going to fly. So we first need to turn off our brakes. Make sure that our SAS is on, go full throttle. And we also need to cut on our engine. I wonder, I cannot, whoops. Alright, so this keyboard maybe is not going to be the best option for me. When you are getting keyboards for this, be sure to get one that you can turn off any of the shortcuts, because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the butt. So let's go ahead and cut on our engine. I don't recall shutting it off, but okay. Let's go ahead and activate engine before we roll too far. Alright, there we go. We are good. Let's go ahead and rotate a bit. And let's get into the air. There we go. A little rough, but it flies. So there you go. We have potatoed our airplane into the air. We are currently flying. Let's go to our cockpit and you can take a look around if you wanted. We are currently in our living room flying 1.4 and having a freaking blast. So I have actually been out here for hours, going to the moon, back, building bases, and just generally flying around Kerbin from my couch. So it's definitely worth the time. And I can hit escape here. And at any time, come back here to my computer room and continue recording or playing the game as I would like. If I did decide I wanted to come back to the computer room to finish this mission, if people come over and wanted to use the TV, I could then jump back seamlessly and it will terminate my connection on the main screen. So that being said, it is a very handy option to have available. And if you are indeed doubting if this is 1.4, well, let's take them up quite a bit and let's EVA and engage our shoots. Deploy shoot, little guy. Alright, so we've lost our airplane, but we are parachuting on in. So there you go. We are currently playing 1.4 from the living room. Right now we're back in the bedroom, in the computer room, I should say, rather. And our airplane is steady going on because I have no control for it. Goodbye, airplane. It was nice to know ya. But that is what I wanted to show you today. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Some of that recording was done with my lovely assistant called S7. Thank you very much, my friend. And hopefully you don't mind some of the potato video because, well, all the other methods I have of recording it are currently broken. So hopefully you have enjoyed the video for today, and if you do indeed have an interest in Moonlight streaming, it is free. It's not too hard to install on your Fire TV or whatever device you decide to install it on. It actually should work pretty well. You can do it, they have it so you can do it via browser. So if you have an old computer or you have an older device that you use connected to your TV, you can actually use that to initiate the streaming, and it should work just as well. So if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button, drop me in a comment, let me know what you think. I was able to get some pretty fantastic frames from the game. When you saw me out there, I had actually switched up to 1080p with 30 frames per second, and it was still performing fantastically. Now the router I'm using is, if I can remember the name of this router, the router is actually an Asus. It is the RTAC66R, and it is a dual band router, and it actually performs really well. It has a lot of features available to it, and you can also do a number of things with it. Right now I have it in bridge mode because it's my second router in the series. Well, we should definitely see if we can do a multiplayer. There is multiplayer via the mod LMP for 1.4. It is currently still in the works. It's not going to be released until 1.4 goes live, so just a heads up, it is a thing. And we can also do some hang glide challenges. Bonk. He's just glad to be on the ground. That's all. That's all that is. And if some people were wondering if you could repack the chute, yes, you can. Indeed, you can repack the chute. So, there you have it. Moonlight streaming is what you will need. You have to have NVIDIA Game Stream, and that should do the trick for you. A nice dual band router never hurt. And I like to use Bluetooth. You can use gamepads if you want, but I prefer using my Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and it helps me out immensely. So, if you like what you see, hit that like button, drop me in a comment, let me know what you think. Ignore the barking dogs. Shut up, barking dogs. And I will catch you guys in the next video. For now, it's your boy Jatwan. I'm out. Peace. I tell you, it's like anytime I want to record, it's either a dog or something that goes on here. I just don't understand or get it at all.